Welcome back to Kevin Toll Reads. The train is here, so it's time to do a video. Yes. We're talking TBR. Yeah, where everyone shows off their huge stack of books because size does matter. Now, the reason I participate in doing TBRs is, one, I don't have a ton, like mine aren't monthly. I don't care how long this pile takes me. If it takes me 2 weeks, if it takes me 2 months, it doesn't matter to me. The reason I like doing the TBRs is because of two reasons. One, it grounds me, and this is what I'm working on. Even though I see your guys' videos and I see cool books, or I read something in Saturday Shorts from an author, I'm like, oh, I need to binge this author. This gives me restraint. I also have, as you know, many series. So I want something to be able to, on my shelf, that I can see I'm working on, because I could just get scattered all over the place because there's so many series I want to binge. So this gives me grounding and purpose and direction. That's why I do it. I could care less in having the video content. I could care less about, look at all the, whatever. But anyways, with that being said, let's get into the books. So as you know, we've got some group things going on. We're going to be reading Hyperion by Dan Simmons. And I mean our new little book club we established, me and some other gentlemen. We finally got a name, and hopefully in May you'll have more information on this, as well as we're probably trying to establish which dates we're going to be doing a live stream about Hyperion by Dan Simmons. So be on the lookout for that. May is also our final 2-book month in the long wagon train of the Sackett series. And so books 15 and 16 in the Sackett series are in May, which means in June, the final 17th book in the Sackett series will hit on June on the Range, which is pretty cool. Books 15 and 16 are Treasure Mountain and Ride the Dark Trail by Louis L'Amour, so I'll be reading those. I've been saying for a while now that I wanted to read this author a full novel. I've been reading some novelettes and short stories from him, and I've been trying to get a little more into sci-fi, and I really enjoy this guy's writing. That is Pal Anderson. I'm going to be reading The Broken Sword because a lot of you were like, hey, you should check this out. This is a pretty cool book. And so, yeah, I found a used copy of it, and yeah, that cover art is dope. And so I definitely want to check this out and read a full-length book from Pal Anderson. I have been talking about this gentleman on the channel for a long time regarding, I read several of his books years ago, and I've been really enjoying short stories, but I'm going to read in a standalone The Blue Nowhere by Jeffrey Deaver. I wanted to check out and get back into Deaver a little bit, and so I threw him on the TBR pile. I'm going to be having, if you, by the time you see this, you want to check out my Why You Should Read. I did a Why You Should Read on Jeffrey Deaver, and The Blue Nowhere is one of those standalones that I've read before, but I enjoyed, and it's been so long, I want to read it again. Book 2 in the Travis McGee series by John McDonald, Nightmare in Pink. Yeah, definitely want to get back into Trav McGee. I enjoyed book 1. I knew immediately that John McDonald was going to be one of those writers that I really connected with, and I wasn't wrong, luckily, since I have like 14 of the books already. But yeah, I'm going to read in book 2, Nightmare in Pink. I'm looking forward to that. The 7th out of 8 books in the Evan Tanner series, Me Tanner, You Jane by Lawrence Block. I'm going to be reading book 7. I'm glad to be getting close to finishing off that series, 8-book series. So it's been, I didn't read anything in April from Evan Tanner, so I wanted to get back to him. Obviously, I'm making my way through The Count of Monte Cristo, and so hopefully by the time you see this, I should be about page 550 to 600, so about halfway. I'm enjoying it a lot. Still up there. It's probably one of my favorite books of all time at this point. Now, we still got a lot of book to go, but I'm really, really enjoying being in this world and in these people's thoughts and minds and emotions. I've been talking for a while to be getting to this, and lo and behold, on a Saturday Shorts, I've read my first Mike Hammer short story, and I'm like, you know what? I need to take the dive. he was been on my series list for a long time. So I'm going to be reading book 1, I, the Jury, by Mickey Spillane. It's a first book in the Mike Hammer series. I have the first 3 books in this omnibus collection, and then I have 2 other. I have 1 through 9 basically in 3 omnibus collections, and then I have a bunch of others in the series. There's many books to get still, but I want to try out the full-length novel. I think Spillane has great writing, especially based on the short story I read in the Mike Hammer series. So looking forward to this. And then I have 2 independent authors I'm going to be trying to read as well in the coming weeks. And that is Nicole from Nicole's Bookish Nook. She wrote Obsidian Murders. It is a Midnight Detective Agency, book number 1. I have been meaning to read this for a while as well, and I picked up her book on Amazon, and I'm looking forward to reading this. It sounds right up my alley. The main character is named Tessa, just like my daughter, so definitely that's got to be a good omen. So looking forward to this. And then I am looking forward to our Trail of the Burned Man by our own Thomas McNulty from McNulty Book Corral. Definitely looking forward to this. This is part of a series as well. I'm looking forward to this a lot. Should be a quick, fun read. I am looking forward to Thomas's writing chops. I have high expectations for both of these books, and so I am looking forward to reading these and doing a review on the channel. So that's my TBR pile. I've got a lot of quick reads, still some other bigger books as well, like some thrillers. I've got some crime, I've got some old school sci-fi, I've got some westerns, I've got some indie authors. It's going to be, and I have this classic to finish as well. So I'm proud of this TBR, and I'm very excited about all the reading. So I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Thanks.